gender. Please, Nigerians, I don't know anything about the doctor's report that she's using the report to come and scam Nigerians of their money or anything. I'm not a party to it. This is evil. This is wickedness. This is demonic. I'm a proud survivor. Are you seeing my hand? Are you seeing this place? I'm a proud survivor. I'm a proud survivor. Jesus saved me.
Good day, Nigerians. My name is Mrs. Deborah Ubara. I'm the creative director of Zazie Beauty Place. I'm a makeup artist. I reside in Asaba, Delta State, Nigeria. A wife and a proud mother of 4 kids. I am the very lady that Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, also known as Blessing CEO, doubled my results. Here is my story. Sometime last year, she was in Asaba for a doctoral shoot, which I happen to be the makeup artist.
Hey guys, it's Zazie Beauty. Film the makeup. We're not done yet. If I let me show you this Zazie, let me show you this CEO. So this is Zazie Beauty. See how pretty she is.
Fast forward to last 2 weeks or last week thereabouts, when she started flagging on her social media that she's having stage 4 cancer, crying, wailing, that she's selling up her house, putting up her things for auctioning and all that. On Wednesday last week, 25th of March, my good friend and my sister called her to check up on her. The phone was on loudspeaker. So from there, my friend was like, that you have to put up yourself together, that okay, or are you hear from Zazie because you know Zazie's story. Uh, um, that was how I started talking to her, encouraging her, telling her that she should gather herself. That is not even a social media thing at all. That she should gather herself. I started praying for her, cursing the spirit of cancer. I even told her that, okay, do the thing. That day was on a Wednesday. I even recommended prayer links for her. I even sent one to her. I started telling her that there is nothing God cannot do. You have to go for your medicals. You have to, there is something you take one step at a time. So that was how we threw down the call until we go back to the office. We got on call again with my friend. She was crying. We were trying to encourage her. We even had to put a doctor online to go like helping us to let her know what is on ground. That is not a social media, it's not a crying thing. It is true. It's not even something you will hear, you will not wave, you will cry. But in it all, you have to pull yourself together, because if you don't pull that yourself together, you will not know the next step and the right thing to do. That was what we were telling her. The doctor now try talking to her. Okay, how did you go about? Have you removed the lump? Have they done what they are supposed to do? She said her doctor said it's stage 4. They did one thing. The doctor now said, well, I can't see you. If these are the things your doctor, you've really gone for your examination, I think your situation needs an urgent attention. That was how the doctor exited the call. So as she was crying, we were kind of just put yourself together. I was even telling her that God saw me through this, see the scar, it have all gone, as she was crying, she said, okay, Zazie, please, can you just please help me send your own report when you were diagnosed, so I could compare it with what my doctor gave to me. I said, okay, no problem. That was how I gave her my results, because she said she wanted to compare it with what her doctor gave to her, only for me to see on social media on Friday of it that it was the result I gave to her that she doctored and flying it all over.
to back up the nonsense and the defrauding and the money people are raising for her. Can you even stand a doctor telling you that you have is days of sleepless nights for you if God is not on your side? If God does not come through for you, is days of trauma. At the hearing of that news, life pause for some days for the person. He said she never knew me and she has never spoken to any of my family members. Hmm. She was in Asaba on Monday with some people to see my husband, my friend's husband, and my friend. But me, I wasn't there because I was emotionally traumatized. He came to beg. My husband said, you have to go online on social media to go and apologize to the public, to Nigeria, and tell them how it happened, what happened, and let them know the truth. I should be in my house resting because I just finished my chemotherapy on the 20th of January here. I thought I was helping someone in need, not knowing that she has another agenda. Please, Nigerians, I don't know anything about the doctor's report that she's using the report to come and scam Nigerians of their money or anything. I'm not a party to it. This is evil. This is wickedness. This is demonic. I'm a proud survivor. Are you seeing my hand? Are you seeing this place? I'm a proud survivor. I'm a proud survivor. Jesus saved me.
The Delta State branch of the Nigerian Medical Association has raised concerns over the alleged misuse of medical reports involving social media personality Blessing CEO. The development follows earlier claims made online suggesting she had been diagnosed with cancer, which reportedly drew public sympathy and financial support. However, in a recent statement, the association alleged that the medical report presented did not originally belong to her, but to another individual identified as Mbara Deborah. The NMA described the situation as misleading and warned that such actions could erode public trust, especially on sensitive health matters. The association is now calling on relevant authorities to investigate the matter and take appropriate action to protect unsuspecting members of the public. What are people saying about this? Jennifer says she needs to be arrested immediately. There are so many people battling cancer and others who have lost loved ones to cancer. She's just nothing but a scam and has no clue of what it means to have cancer. Real Esau Pekin, or Isha Pekin rather, or Isan, I guess. This Blessing CEO, just like playing with prison time. I hope she gets locked up for real this time. She should be used as an example to others who might want to toe this line in future. I know her next line of action now will be an apology video with an attempt to gaslight us. And Slim Z for real says, what happened to patient's confidentiality? How did she get the report being that she doesn't relate to the patient? So many questions that need answer from the primary healthcare provider. This is actually raising lots and lots of questions, from netizens who are saying, why would you have to steal someone's medical reports and you claim that it's yours? You're not even fighting over cars, fighting over house, possessing other people's property. You're possessing illness. What's wrong with you?
It's quite unfortunate that we find ourselves in a situation where a celebrity can be caught, red-handed doing this. One is there is the issue of theft. How do you steal someone else's medical report and then appropriate it to be yours? I mean, it's quite unthinkable. The issue of confidentiality is there. What about the hospital? How did Blessing manage to get that medical report? There has to be a thorough investigation. Deborah, the actual owner of that medical report, how do we expect her to feel? Cancer has debilitating effects, on the patient. So it's not something anybody should just toy around with or think you are trying to call attention to yourself. Now, the final one is the issue of fraud. The defrauding members of the public, obtaining money under false pretense.
Yeah.
I think there's no way how Blessing can get away with this, and the appropriate authorities should take steps, to ensure that she's processed through the criminal justice system.
Ibrahim, this whole woman, I got to know about her through a lie. When she came out and lied that she owned a house that was not her house. That's how I knew about Blessing CEO. So there's been a lot of controversy surrounding this particular human being as well. When the story broke out first, like I said on TV, I said, she's known to tell so many lies, but I didn't think she would go to the extent of lying about her health. Now, maybe she was very, very broke, but even if you are broke, this is the wrongest way to go about, trying to solicit money. Let's now put cancer into perspective. Do we know what cancer does to people? Now, you don't even wish cancer on your enemy. Ever since she brought out this lie, a lot of people that have experienced cancer, have now been talking about it. Uriel spoke about it. A couple of celebrities that have, gone through cancer and finally conquered cancer came out to speak about it. Do you know what you're doing is making people that have, cancer feel like, how would you come out and tell this kind of lie to that kind of illness? What this woman has done, it's not something we should take lightly, because first of all, she's acted like a thief, because you took money from people, lying to them about the sickness. And the beautiful thing about Nigeria is, we are very caring people. Something that you would tell us first, for a Blessing CEO that people already know that she's not a trustworthy person, people still donated money. This woman got up to the sum of 13 million naira. She was seen in a video eating crabs, just trying to make mockery of the illness such as cancer. And for me, it's very disgusting. It's such a disgusting behavior. I expect a whole lot of, ratchetness from her, but I didn't think she was going to take it to this particular level. So I'm hoping that, the authorities get into this matter, because they need to teach her a lesson. This lesson that they will teach her will set as a precedent for other people that will get up and think that they want to, deceive Nigerians.